I figured why not today talk about my Carolina Fear Fest experience, show you some pickups, some things that I've picked up from the convention, talk about a couple of people that I met. But overall, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely fun to go back to the convention. I haven't been to one in over a year. And Carolina Fear Fest, I've been to one before, back in 2019. Obviously they didn't have one last year, but they came back to Raleigh this year, and again I had fun. And it's a more smaller convention, not as many big names, but in regards to the crowd, I mean, there was a lot of people there. Way more than I expected. I was afraid because of the COVID that not as many people would show up, but there was a lot of people coming in. And you had some stuff like taking place outside of the convention. You had like a reptile fair and a bird fair, because you had like two or three different facilities. So the parking lot, was already full of people, like a lot of people outside, a lot of people inside. But yeah, I thought in regards to the crowd, it was a very good crowd there. And inside the building, there's plenty of space. It wasn't like, shoulder to shoulder. A lot of people can move around, and so plenty of space. So I guess I could talk about the first person that I met was C.J. Graham. Yeah, Jason Voorhees, from Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, and, really cool guy. When me and my friend got to his table, she's already a big fan of Jason, so we just started to talk about Jason a little bit, and then somehow Kane Hodder came up in the conversation. Now Kane Hodder had came to my local comic book shop last weekend, or the weekend before, but I was out of town, so I wasn't able to go up and see him. So we started to talk about Kane Hodder a little bit, and C.J. Graham was, kind of picking on Kane Hodder a little bit, in a friendly way. But he was sharing some stories about how he would mess with Kane Hodder, at conventions and stuff, and how Kane Hodder would call him BJ, and and they just they pick on each other because they're all friends. But it was just really fun. And again, a really cool guy. It's fun to hear some of the stories about Kane Hodder, and him picking on and pulling these different pranks on the fellow Jasons. But yeah, C.J. Graham, I did get an autograph, which I'll show you right here, from Jason Lives. Yeah, I would say my second favorite Jason film, but yeah, I really love that shot there. And it makes me want to go back and, rewatch these films again, which I do have them, but yeah, I haven't seen them in a while. So I didn't know what question to ask him, because I haven't really, refreshed on the Jason films. But yeah, I love that shot. And again, C.J. Graham's a really cool guy. Very big as far as stature. I mean, he's got to be 6'4" maybe, but built like a brick. But yeah, C.J. Graham, really cool guy. And I'm trying to think, who do we meet next? I think I want to say Bei Ling was next. Like, I only met a couple of people. I mean, there were some other celebrities there. You had Felicia Rose from Sleepaway Camp. You had Nick Stahl, from Terminator 3. He was there. Nicholas Brandon, Xander from Buffy. He was there. I saw him for a little bit. There was one point where I bumped to him outside, and I kind of nodded my head at him. I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And he was walking around with a cane. And I don't know what happened, or why he was with the cane, but I think something to do with his foot. But yeah, Xander from Buffy, he was there, and I kind of said hello to him, outside, but I didn't meet him. But yeah, he was walking around with the cane. I'm like, hope he's okay. I know he's had some, problems in the past, but it was cool to see him. And again, I didn't meet him, but I just said hello to him. Again, Nick Stahl. I saw Nick Stahl there. But Beiling from The Crow. Met her, Micah, from The Crow. For those Crow fans out there. She was also in Crank 2, Red Corner. Really nice lady. I got her to sign, which I'll show here, another thing that I've picked up from the convention. Because I got some prints here. But I got this because I love The Crow. So I got this. And she signed it right here. And I was like, can you sign this for me? And she's like, yeah. So we started to talk about The Crow a little bit. And I was like, what was it like working on The Crow? Which I'm sure she's heard 1,000 times. But, she started to talk about, Brandon Lee a little bit. And, she's like, yeah, he was 28. I can, it's hard to believe. And, and I was like, yeah, I think today he would definitely be a big star. And if he would have lived. And she was like, yeah, I believe. Yeah, she's like, he would have been a big star. We just talked for a couple of minutes. But yeah, so she got to sign that. And in fact, I've had it here on top of the shelf. That's where I'm putting it right now. But I had it up there, but I pulled it down for the video here. But yeah, Beiling was a really nice lady. We got a couple of shots. And yeah, if you ever get a chance to meet Beiling, really gorgeous too. Just really nice to meet in person. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to meet Beiling, go meet her. And after that, I met, and it was right next to Beiling, the last person that I met, Vernon Wales. Yeah, the awesome Vernon Wales from Mad Max 2, Bennett from Commando, Inner Space, Weird Science. For Power Rangers fans out there, he was in Power Rangers Time Force. He's been in a lot of stuff. Very notable for playing villains in 80s action movies. But, really cool guy. And I think, from what I understand, he was doing photo ops. Like he was in his Mad Max 2 costume. And he was doing photo ops. So he just he stayed in his costume for the whole day. But, still really cool. That I got a chance to meet Vernon Wales. And at first I didn't ask him about Commando. I wanted to ask about Inner Space. And I was like, what was it like to work on that? Because it's, a favorite of mine. And he was talking about how at one point where he was in the pod, because in the film, they shrink Vernon Wales inside that pod and put him in Martin Short. And he talked about at one point how the mechanics inside the pod shut down and it got claustrophobic real quick. And I was like, yeah, you're really great in that. And yeah, I really enjoyed your comeuppance in that where you get digested. And he chuckled a little bit. But when I picked out this picture here, he's like, what do you want me to sign? I was like, I don't know. Whatever you want to put down. And so because it's Commando, he put down right here. I hope you can see it all right, but I'm not going to shoot you between the eyes, John. I'm going to shoot you between the balls. So yeah, there you go. Hope you can see it all right. But yeah, Vernon Wales, again, really cool guy. And I asked him about Arnold, and he's like, yeah, Arnold's such a big kid. So we talked about Commando for a minute, and so I got a couple of stories out of Vernon Wales, talking about Inner Space and Commando. But again, really cool guy, and it was cool to see him in his Mad Max 2 costume. So if you ever get a chance to meet Vernon Wales, Again, really nice guy, really down to earth. But as far as these celebrities go, that's all I met. And like I said, there were some other people there. Like maybe I could have met Nick Stahl, maybe I could have met Nicholas Brandon, Xander from Buffy, but I just wanted to meet a couple of people. Now, as far as pickups, I got some stuff right here, and I guess I can show. Yeah, I'll just go like this in order. But something that I got here, it was actually the first thing that I got, and like I mentioned before, well, actually I never showed you this, but I'll go ahead and show you. I didn't get this at the convention. I got this at Walmart, but I don't collect a lot of Funko. I don't collect a lot of these, but to have some stuff put on top of the shelf, like trying to decorate the top of the shelf here. So I got this Bob Wiley, What About Bob Funko. Got this from Walmart. Walmart has some Funkos for people who like these, but yeah. So again, I don't collect a lot of Funko, but to sort of decorate the top of the shelf, I did get this at Walmart. So I wanted to show you guys that. I don't think I showed you guys this, but yeah, so I got that. And Bob goes right there. Now, this I got from the convention, and again, just to have something, just to put on top of the shelf. But we have Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, so yeah, I thought that was cool. Why not? I think it was like maybe $10 or something, but yeah, so yeah. Hey, Paul. But yeah, Patrick Bateman Funko. So I can put that up there. I'll do it afterwards. Now I did get some prints here. I got a couple of prints from Jaws. It's one of my favorites. So I got this, and I hope you can see it all right. But yeah, 11 by 17. So I got that. I thought this was pretty cool, so I got that. Some pretty good, pretty good artwork there. I think it was like 3 for $25, so again, not bad. And I did get some DVDs. Trying to beef up the horror library a little bit. So I was able to get some films here. Now these first two I actually got from my friend who went with me to the convention. A really good friend of mine, and she gave me a couple of films. So first off, we have, and this is a film that I mentioned to her, and I was like, I want that movie. And I was like, I've been trying to find it, like, I could not find it around here. So she got this for me. Chud. Yeah. Again, never seen Chud, but now that I have it, I will review some of these, which you're about to see, and Chud is going to be one of them. But this was a gift that I got from my friend of mine, my lady friend that went with me to the convention. But yeah, she got me Chud, and she got me this here, this 4-film collection pack. Never seen these. We'll see how I don't know if I'm going to review these, but we'll see. I'm not sure about these, but it still is a gift. So we have Octopus, Octopus 2, Crocodile, directed by Tobe Hooper, and Blood Surf. So again, I'm not sure about these, but still is nice. So got a couple of there. And again, these two were a gift. Now, the ones that I got from the convention, we have House on Haunted Hill. I didn't have this film here, so This isn't one I'm going to review. I've never seen, or maybe I've seen a little bit of it, but I can't remember much about it. But yeah, House on Haunted Hill. So I got that. Next up we have Hearts of Atlantis, Anthony Hopkins. And again, I don't know much about, but why not? $6. So yeah, Hearts of Atlantis. Next up, a film that I've been wanting to pick up again. I had at one point, and I don't know what happened to it. But we have The Hitcher. Yes, a classic here. You know, definitely will go back and review this film again. It's definitely been a while since I've seen the film. But, you know, great movie. And like I said, I definitely will review The Hitcher. Next up we have, on Blu-ray, Hobo with a Shotgun. Rutger Hauer, speaking of The Hitcher. Never seen this film. I've always heard about the film. Rest in peace, Rutger Hauer. So I would definitely give this a watch and review. Yeah, but this was $5, so you know, for $5, why not? But Hobo with a Shotgun. Next up, we have Valentine, and this is another film that I've heard about but haven't seen. I've heard different things about the film, but interesting cast, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, Valentine, got that. Next up we have, and I didn't have these, but we have the Wishmaster films. We have Wishmaster and Wishmaster 2 in a DVD pack here. Really enjoyed the first one. I haven't seen 2 and 3. I'm not sure about those, but you know, now that I have all the Wishmasters, so maybe I'll review these. I haven't decided yet, but I definitely will review. I will review House on Haunted Hill, Hearts of Atlantis, The Hitcher, Hobo with a Shotgun, Valentine, so, and Chud. So I will review those. And I also got here Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell. So I have the Wishmasters. And lastly, we have Exorcist: The Beginning, which I've never seen, but I do have now, so got this at a convention. So that is all the stuff. Well, actually, there's one more. Save the best for last. So the best for last here, and I just want to make sure that's everything. But so the last thing that I picked up at the convention here, Predator 2 Neca. Or, yeah. But check that out. Pretty cool. And this was $35. So I got this Predator 2 Neca. And yeah. Predator 2 is such a badass movie. And I'm definitely going to keep in the box. But again, for decoration, either I'll put it up there in the back or up there on the new shelf, because I have a new shelf in here. You know, so maybe I'll have to. Yeah, I haven't showed you guys that shelf yet, but I did build myself another shelf, and I still need one more shelf. So, you know, I probably will do like a second tour. But yeah, this was the last thing that I got from the convention, and I was eyeing it. Like, I saw it earlier in the convention. I'm like, you know, I'll come back around maybe. And I did see one John Wick NECA for the same price. But I'm like, let me just get one for now. You know, so I got Predator 2, City Hunter, and again, Let's show you guys. Check that out. And you have some of his weapons right there. But yeah, definitely will keep in the box. I'll just display it for decoration. But yeah, that's the last thing there. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the convention and pickups and stuff like that. And again, I had a lot of fun, and it was, I really enjoyed it. Had a good time, and I'm definitely ready for the next convention. So that's it for now, and thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more, and again, I will review some of these films here. That's the plan. So we're going to review very soon Chud, House on Haunted Hill, Hearts of Atlantis, The Hitcher, Hobo with a Shotgun, and Valentine. So I'm going to review those here pretty soon. I'm going to, go and watch these. So you got some idea of what kind of reviews are coming up. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.